So a while ago I was doing my daily 8-hour scroll of Instagram Reels and I came across this video. The concept of wearing poorly rendered 3D clothing which is constantly clipping is so hilarious that I brushed it off as an ironic joke video, but then the next day I saw another video from the same account. It was at that point that I started to realize this wasn't a meme but instead an actual company pitching their product. DressX claims to be the world leader in AR, VR, and unsurprisingly AI and NFT technology which they use to make virtual clothing. The company is a bizarre Frankenstein of Instagram influencer content and futuristic AI tech bro slop pitching these super high concept and kind of ridiculous ideas with TikTok trends and dances. So is digital fashion the future? No, but today let's take a look at a company that thinks that it is. Before we get into things, I just want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. Squarespace has thousands of beautiful and versatile website templates which you can then customize, update content, and add features to fit your needs. With Fluid Engine, the next generation website editor from Squarespace, it's never been easier for anyone to unlock their creativity. Choose your website starting point and customize every detail with reimagined drag and drop technology for desktop or mobile. Stretch your imagination online with Fluid Engine included in any new Squarespace site. There are tons of great features for creators and small businesses too. Whether you sell physical or digital products, Squarespace has all the tools that you need to start selling online, all while looking sleek, stunning, and professional. Make checkout seamless for your customers with simple and powerful payment tools. Credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay, and in eligible countries, customers can even have the option to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. And those are just a few examples of all of the amazing things that Squarespace can do for you. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Izzy to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. A huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and now let's jump back into things. So DressX, the company behind these hilarious videos, brands itself as a digital fashion platform, basically a retailer for digital clothing and accessories that you can wear in virtual worlds. It was founded in 2020 by Ukrainian tech entrepreneurs Natalia Modernova and Daria Shapovalova with the goal of addressing the fashion industry's sustainability problem with digital clothing. Interesting. The main way that they make money seems to be by making digital clothing and wearables for games and apps like Roblox, Snapchat Bitmojis, the Sandbox game, a crypto and blockchain virtual world, and meta avatars among others. As well as making their own designs, they also create and launch digital clothing for other companies as collaborations, working with large brands like Bershka, Fendi, Boss, Drunk Elephant, and Diesel, as well as a ton of smaller independent designers. So you get awesome videos like this where dead-eyed, scarily realistic Roblox models show off their designer Charles and Keith dresses and bags on the runway. You know, for Roblox, the game that you see babies playing on their iPad in the line at Subway. However, what DressX is most known for, at least in the online community, is their AR and VR clothing, which allows you to take a photo or video of yourself and map 3D clothing onto it. Their Meta Closet app quote-unquote brings digital fashion to life through augmented reality AR technology, allowing anyone anywhere to access hundreds of fantastical designer pieces. Their Instagram has a highlight which features some ways that you can use DressX, obviously for online content creation, photo shoots and videos, business meetings, which is kind of a wild card but okay, and dating apps? Yeah, I'm sure your Tinder matches will think your 3D blended dress is really neat. When I downloaded the app, I was surprised to find that the videos on the DressX Instagram were actually a pretty forgiving look at what the app could do, and in reality it was much worse. If you thought the awkwardly shifting sizes, horrible rendering, and constant clipping were bad in those videos, oh boy. The app is basically like Snapchat, allowing you to take a photo or video with a scrolling selection of 3D clothing, basically like filters. Actually, in some cases, some of them are basically just low quality Snapchat filters, which I found kind of hilarious. The clothes themselves are extraordinarily ugly, of course. Most of them are these kind of outlandish, avant-garde outfits that reflect the sort of AI-inspired vision of the future that a lot of these tech companies are pushing. Like, in the year 2050, we'll all be wearing giant neon balloon suits and robot skirts. I tried on this giant seizure-inducing bow dress, this dress which made me look like an extra in midsummer, this jacket which seemed to be depicting some sort of volatile weather pattern, and this suit of armor which had clearly been looted from some Dwemer ruins. I also tried on some jewelry and accessories which again were barely a step up from Snapchat filters and looked bad. Some items I couldn't access because you had to own the corresponding NFT, and all of the items were available for sale, ranging from 10 or 20 bucks to hundreds of dollars. Granted, most of these avant-garde designer items are significantly cheaper to buy digitally than they would be in real life, but also, like, am I really gonna pay over 200 USD for blouse with skirt and scarf? You might see all of this and be like, yeah, it's pretty bad, but people have been playing around with Snapchat and Instagram filters for years, and it's just harmless fun. But that's where DressX differs, because it's not marketed as a fun bit of tech for kids to play around with, but instead a serious attempt to revolutionize fashion and the fashion industry with cutting-edge technology. When the company first launched, their mission statement was to promote sustainability by prioritizing digital fashion over physical garments, basically encouraging people to stop expanding their wardrobe and instead buy digital clothes to wear in their TikToks, Instagram photos, and videos. It's well known that influencer culture and content creation culture really encourages overconsumption, with bulk Shein hauls, constant advertisements for pointless new products, and many influencers feeling pressure to buy entire new outfits for videos and not be an outfit repeater. It's a legitimate issue, and while it's admirable that DressX is trying to combat these sustainability issues, I don't think that their meta closet is quite the solution that they think it is. Obviously, it looks bad and no one's gonna use it, which is their main issue, but even aside from that, like, people still need clothes. I don't think anyone is gonna stop buying clothes in favor of digital ones, especially the influencers that they're targeting who are perfectly happy to drop hundreds and even thousands on fast fashion hauls. Like, even if they do buy a whole DressX meta wardrobe, they're probably not gonna stop at just digital fashion. But maybe that's a pessimistic, biased take, so here's a more factual one. DressX actively sells NFTs, which, as we know, are the furthest thing from sustainable or good for the environment. Additionally, it's hard to believe that their goal is to reduce overconsumption in the fashion industry when their website's motto used to be, don't shop less, shop digital fashion. Overconsumption and wastefulness is good actually, as long as it's with our company. In recent times, DressX has pivoted away from their messaging of digital fashion instead of physical fashion to a why not both approach. It seems that they've finally acknowledged that A, people still need actual clothes, and B, a lot of the brands they work with make most of their money selling physical garments, so their messaging of replacing physical clothes with digital ones may have alienated some of these brands. Their new mission statement is a lot more general, to revolutionize the way people express themselves through fashion and empower every individual to explore and experience fashion using a new set of tools. They seem to have more of a focus on using digital fashion for self-expression and content creation now, with one of their blog posts reading, "Avatars represent visual digital identities and are an extension of self-expression and increasingly important for the next generation. According to a survey, 60% of Gen Z and 62% of millennials in the US believe that the way they present themselves online is more important than how they present themselves in person." Since their target markets are Gen Z and millennials, these younger, more online groups, it makes sense that so much of their online marketing is the sort of vapid, dead-eyed TikTok dance kind of content. I guess that's what they think the kids are into these days, and the millennials, I guess. But VR clothing isn't the only way that DressX is breaking the boundaries of fashion, because they do some other pretty wild stuff too. The DressX mirror, which is marketed as this giant, wavy, futuristic blob, is in reality just an application that you can install on any average mall display screen. It's marketed towards brands and storefronts as well as fashion events and pop-ups, and allows visitors to walk in front of the mirror and see themselves wearing digital clothes. DressX Mirror is a cutting-edge, human-sized interactive screen that brings digital fashion wearables to life. This innovative virtual wardrobe solution allows your customers or event attendees to try on AR looks in real time or wear AI outfits, creating an engaging and memorable experience that bridges the gap between digital and physical interaction. From the short example videos provided on the page, the DressX Mirror is basically just the app on a larger screen, and it's just as, if not more, janky. I have a note here in the script with a link to this page that just says American Eagle piss pants, so I just wanted to show you guys that. AI Stylist is another service that brands can purchase from DressX and integrate into their website. It allows customers to upload a photo of themselves and type in what they're looking for. The site gives the example of a red summer dress, summer crochet look, and Lana Del Rey's Coachella dress. The site then generates an AI image of the customer wearing several items matching this description, which aren't actually from the website in question, and then from there AI Stylist recommends items from the retailer which are similar to the generated AI images. Sound convoluted and weird? Yeah, it is. It would make more sense to me if you could generate a photo of yourself wearing a specific item from the site, but instead it's this convoluted thing where you generate an item that's similar to what you want, and then the algorithm finds an item from the site that's similar to that AI generated image, you know, instead of just typing in like red dress. DressX also offers regular old AI image generation software. The business section of their website pitches generative AI fashion to prospective clients, allowing them to generate design ideas and collections for their brands as well as mood boards. And yeah, that's basically it. You could do all of this with Pinterest and a sketchbook for free, and you wouldn't be using the art of thousands of hardworking artists that had their art stolen. The description for the webpage of generative AI fashion reads, "This AI fashion tool allows for instant virtual outfit changes and creation, providing an innovative solution for brands seeking to enhance their creative processes, streamline marketing assets creation, preserve brand DNA using AI technology, and innovate customer experience using AI for co-creation." My researcher Hannah wrote that this description is so jargon-filled that it in and of itself sounds AI generated, and I genuinely couldn't agree more. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Real person or AI generated? Please comment down below. They also have an NFT adjacent AI called the DressX utility widget, which seems to allow users to try on digital NFT clothing pieces or purchases made through NFTs. Are we surprised that this lame AI tech company is into NFTs? No, but I kind of thought that Dan Olson had squashed out the last of the crypto bros, and yet clearly some still remain. So that's the business side of things, but DressX offers AI tools for everyday consumers as well through their DressX.me website, which allows you to upload a photo and generate an outfit. Again, they give a bunch of use cases which include Tinder and Bumble, claiming that it's the fastest way to change outfits for dating app. And again, I'm asking what possible dating app scenario you'd be in where you'd have to send out like a rapid fire slew of photos of yourself in different AI outfits. I mean, maybe this is just the reality of dating a tech bro, I don't know. There's also this image they decided to include on their page where the AI gives the model one giant congealed piece of hair. Looks great, guys. Yeah, put it on the website. They've been really heavily pushing this website on their Instagram as well, often with these TikTok trends where they pick a color and then generate a bunch of different outfits based on them. They also do these ugly stop motion type dance videos where each frame is a new AI generated outfit with all of the weird uncanniness that you'd come to expect from AI. Despite how silly all of this is, DressX has received a ton of mainstream coverage from publications like the New York Times, Vogue, Elle, and Forbes. An article titled "Digital Fashion Broadens Clothing Options While Saving the Planet" calls DressX an innovative new concept that is so new and cutting edge that many are struggling to understand it. In March of 2023, DressX raised $15 million USD in funding from investors, which they plan to use to further develop their AR and AI tools. Daria Shapovalova stated in an interview with WWD, quote, "We've built a bridge between fashion and the metaverse, and we think that growth in the sector can go beyond 10 billion. The company has collaborated with countless successful brands, from Roblox to Meta to Rabbids, I guess. Tons of luxury designers have come to DressX to bring their cutting-edge fashions into the digital landscape, and their reputation continues to grow with every well-known client that they work with." Basically, everyone is sucking their dick at the moment, which is unsurprising. There are countless companies who have pitched these super techie visions of the future, shown us how AI technology will allow us to transcend the barriers of reality itself, promised us the tech utopia that we've always seen depicted in movies, and then it turns out they're like a software company that makes Snapchat filters for more screen displays. An excerpt from an article on DressX in the New York Times reads, "This is the promise of a virtual world that you get to be anybody you want, unhampered by flesh, gravity, environment, expectations, and economics. Or maybe just the record that you've created. That you get to play with the transformative power of fashion raised to the nth degree. You can be braver, more gorgeous, more aggressive, more green, change gender, age, race, profession, even species. Look richer, thinner, more athletic, access the inaccessible, be it a designer gown, the coolest hoodie, or a dress that blooms and grows around you like a vine." And this quote is kind of poetic because while it does explore the endless possibilities and the idealistic futures that companies like DressX promise us, it also unintentionally brings up some of the biggest ethical dilemmas that they face. The ability to be thinner, fitter, and more beautiful for one. When I was playing around with the DressX app, I noticed that a lot of the clothes didn't actually fit me. They sat on top of me, clearly meant for someone with a more cinched waist and slim figure. And okay, to be fair to DressX, I feel like the enormous Aragorn shirt that I was wearing may have messed with the tracking a bit, but the point still stands. It's a reminder that not every body is an acceptable body in the world of AI. There's been a lot of discussion around the fact that AI has a gender and race bias, as well as a strong preference for thin, conventionally attractive white women, an issue that is reflected in a lot of DressX's marketing and their app itself. Additionally, a lot of their accessories and clothing also add a face smoothing filter, which feels unnecessary. And then there's that comment about changing race as one of the many features of a virtual world or metaverse, which is a whole can of worms in and of itself. DressX has had a lot of success with brand collaborations and funding, and while all of that media coverage and money looks good on paper, it doesn't really translate into real life. The brand has very little online coverage from actual consumers aside from a few scant Reddit posts. One article on DressX from Lydia Bug of 1900hotdog.com reads, quote, "They charge a ton of money for almost no product, they way overpromise on what they can deliver, and they've collaborated with a ton of legitimate brands like Coca-Cola, American Eagle, and Gucci, but I trust them about as much as a guy selling hefty bags of blood from inside his trench coat." Most of the TikTok and Instagram videos featuring DressX are either posted by the company themselves or sponsored by DressX. Actually, one of the Reddit posts that I did find relating to DressX was someone asking if their sponsorship offer was a scam, which probably isn't a good sign. Those outside of the AI tech bro NFT sphere, aka regular internet users, constantly mock the brand, making fun of them and leaving negative comments on their content. This is me refusing to accept that I can't wear my digital dress to the party. Thank God you can't, because it literally does not even look somewhat good. The clipping, atrocious. The design, atrocious. The colors, atrocious. The rendering, atrocious. The concept, atrocious. I've seen better tracking on PNG tubers. What's the point if you need a phone to see it? It's like a filter. It's cool to play with, but not to be taken that serious. Can your designs at least be decent? This is me refusing to accept that I can't wear my digital boots to the party, because they're not real. Good, nobody wants to see those in public. It's the fact that you gotta pay like $200 for a filter, crying face. Oh wow, it's clipping through your legs. NFT clothing? No thanks. And these comments are right, there's no doubt about it. These videos look terrible. It's especially funny and sad that this is their official brand account and these videos are the best that they could do to show off their product. If your official demonstrations look like this, maybe it's a sign that your app needs some fine tuning. In an age where we have complex VR chat furry dancing animations and expressive accurate tracking for VTubers, your shitty Snapchat filters really shouldn't look this bad. I also feel kind of bad because while a lot of these comments are hilarious and valid and I agree with them, it seems to be just one main girl that they've hired to be the face of DressX. There was no information on whether she was part of the company as a marketer or whether she was just an influencer they regularly pay to make videos, but either way she bears the brunt of all of the hate, which is kind of brutal. At the end of the day, investors putting big bucks into ridiculous tech startups with a lot of plans and nothing to show for it is nothing new. And in my opinion, this digital clothing boom is nothing more than rich NFT artists and out-of-touch tech bros trying to hop on the next thing they think will make them rich. Tech companies can and often do promise us the world, but they can only deliver what's in their means. As much as DressX would love for us all to walk around with Google glasses imagining fake Thalmor Embassy armor sets on each other or posting photo shoots in bespoke AI clothing, we just don't live in that world because it looks like garbage and AI is pee-pee doo-doo. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys enjoyed that video topic. Please let me know if you have any any personal experience with any of these like meta closet things. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like most of you probably won't have, but if anyone has tried it, please let me know your experience. My experience was ass, so if you have any suggestions for future video topics, please let me know. I'm working on a video currently that should be out, not next video, but the next video after that, which I'm really excited about. I've written like 20 pages of notes. It's something I'm really passionate about. It should have been a Halloween video because it's spooky, but it's not, so we have to make our peace with that. But I'm really excited to put it out. I'm really excited to show you guys, and I hope that you will enjoy it. And again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye! A huge thank you to my Garfield overlords over on Patreon: Belle, Skeezer, Sophie Jane Dewberry, Eminem, Usurpius, Tonla, Dino Nuggy, Trouser Mouse, Prize from Travelling Tavern, Meridia, Dr. Worm, Vivian Valencia, Bunzo, Jar the Bar, Zoe Mars, Sophie H, Kia J. Parker, Hazy, Jet Secret, Stanley, Blue Mayfeld, Katrina Likes 5e Stuff, Michelle Olsen, Matt LRJ, A Riddle Wrapped in an Enigma Hidden by a Question Mark, Doug, Dana Homegardener, Simon, Xavier Araujo, Say Marie Brayley, Helm Hamburger Hand, Dozo Blint, Sheriff Whiskey, Astrian Vortex, and Jesse Chisholm. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, it means the world. If you want to join these guys over on Patreon, the link will be in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!